This isn't a guitar video. This is a talking video. It's about loving thyself. And I would love your feedback on this because it helps me advance my own perspective. So I'm going to share my perspective with you. Maybe it might help advance yours, and you sharing with me might help you advance mine. It's a pretty cool symbiotic relationship of reciprocity, right? So I had a very ugly conversation with somebody earlier today, and typically that's the fuel for a lot of my videos, not the ugly conversations, but life experiences in general. And this one was more or less on the topic of loving thyself and if it's a self-absorbed thing to do or not. Well, this very harsh criticism from this individual said it was a very self-absorbed way to be, total turnoff, and so on and so forth. And my response to that, or my overall driving philosophy, is if somebody is loving themselves and it's at the expense of other people, it's at the exploitation of other people, creatures, the environment, and so on, then that would be a problem. That would be worthy to criticize, probably pretty harshly, because it's pretty immoral. However, if somebody is loving themselves to deepen the connection that they have with themselves, while not doing so at the expense of anybody else, creating no harm, no foul to anybody, then in my opinion, all of us should be supporting one another, encouraging it for people to just not love each other, but to love themselves as well. And as a society, we're slowly moving in that direction, I've noticed, but I don't think most people are quite on board with that yet. So I guess the point of this video is to do my part to swing that pendulum the other direction, maybe a little bit quicker. Who knows what impact I might have. But drop your comments. Tell me how you feel about that. In my opinion, there should be some wisdom here where we can make a discernment between loving thyself in a way that is at the expense of other people or the exploitation of other people, creatures, and the environment, and discernment between that and loving thyself in a way that is deepening the connection that one has with oneself. And in my opinion, I think if somebody has a really great connection with themselves, then they're going to be able to connect more easily with other people, and that connection could go one way. But if you're connecting with somebody else who also has a wonderful connection with himself, then I think that connection could be both ways, very symbiotic, very reciprocal. So that's what I think, and I think it's pretty legit. You guys will have to inform me what you think. I would love to hear your perspectives on that. So because this is a live feed and most people don't see it until afterwards, I'll just reiterate, I guess, what I just said. I think it's really important that people start supporting each other and loving themselves in a way that deepens the connection with the self, so that we can connect more profoundly and more meaningfully with other people. And I mean, society would just be so much better at large. It's not enough to just love each other. We have to love ourselves, and we should feel free to express the love we have for ourselves openly and honestly, as long as it's not causing harm to any other being on planet Earth. Does that make any sense? Well, I'm going to do another live feed right now. It's going to include some guitar stuff. I think I'm going to do some jamming to some blues with some blues backing tracks with an acoustic. So that'll be a lot of fun. A string might break because these are pretty old strings, but we shall see what happens. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to reading some comments later and interacting with all of you who do comment. Bye for now.